Hi everybody, welcome to Tech Asian Academy. In this video, we are going to be talking about use callback syntax. So it says the use callback hook accepts two arguments. We have the callback and we have the dependencies. So what's the function of the callback is that the callback, the function that you want to memorize, and we have the dependencies that says an array of dependencies for the callback function. The memorized callback will only change if one of those dependencies has changed as well. So let's move to the next part. So we have two examples. I'll create one, which is the callback function, and the other one without the use of callback. So in this first example that I'll be creating is without the use of callback function. So let's go to our example. We'll create a new file, which will be, without callback. And this inside this without callback, we're going to import .jsx dot without callback .jsx. And inside this, we are going to import React. We're going to import React from it. And as well, we're going to import useState. And as well, we're going to import useState. So come here. Beside it, we'll bring in useState. Yes, useState from React. Then after that, we're going to create a button. We'll say const button. Inside this button, we want React dot memo. Inside memo, we'll have an object which will say on click, then we'll have text. It is going to be an arrow function. And inside there, we'll say alert. Inside alert, we want child, and inside child, we'll say, inside this child, we'll say text. Then after that, we'll come out and we'll say button rendered. Then outside it, we'll say return. They're returning a button for us. And inside this button, we would have on click. Inside on click, we'll bring in on click. Then inside here, we would say text. We'll bring in text here. Text. Okay, it should be text in this place. TXT. Yes, so it has reflected. Then after that, we are going to create a function, which will be function without callback. And inside this without callback, would say const count 1, count 2 equals to useState equals to useState. And inside this useState, it will be 0. And as well, we're also going to create another const. We'll say const undo click 1 equals to, we're making use of an arrow function, equals to set count. I didn't put this there. Set count. Inside it will say count 1 plus 1. Then as well, we're going to create another const, which will be const set count to. We're going to create another one, which will be const undo click to undo click to equals to. We're also creating an arrow function. Then inside it, we will say set count to equals to count 2 plus 1. Then outside it, we'll say alert. We'll say parent rendered. Then we'll have our return. We'll say return. Inside this return, we would have a div, and inside the div, we'll have h1 or h2. Let's just say h2, and we'll say without use call back. And they'll as well come here, and we'll have a p tag. And inside this p tag, we'll say count one equals to count 1. We'll also have another one. We'll say p tag count 2 equals to count 2. Count 2. Then after that, we'll have a button. And this side is button. No, we don't need this. And this side is button. We'll say on click. And we want the type to be button 1, the text type to be button 1. We'll also create another button, which will be button. We don't need this closing button. And we also have on click. Equals to undo click to undo click to, and the text will also be button 2 button 2. Oh, before we export our, this place should be set count 1 equals to, then we as well have const count 2 which will be set count 2 equals to use state 0. Now we can export default without callback. Now let's import it here. Without callback, and let's bring it here. Import without callback from without callback. Yes, so let's check our result. As you can see, because of the callback that we didn't make use of, but that is why we are having this repeatedly, and we have to keep clicking. It's just ranging unnecessarily till it's done. That is for 1. Now, if we render 2 again, so that is, we are encountering this because we didn't make use of the callback function. In the next video, I am going to be showing you another example on how to use callback function. Thank you for watching this video. Please do well to follow us across all socials at Techisred Academy. See you next time. Bye. So you watch the next video on how to use callback function. Thank you.